What's up? It's your boy Payne on Beat Finders TV.
What's up, everybody? I am Athena. You are watching Beat Finders TV, and here we are with the one and only Jaime Ortiz. The one and only, just for you guys, an exclusive interview brought to you by Beat Finders TV. We are here at his studio where all the Dope House Records music goes down. So thank you so much for letting us come through. I know you're very, very busy, but we kind of had to knock on the door a couple times, let ourselves in, and we're here. I'm just joking. Now he let us in, and I'm actually happy to be here to see actually how all this goes down.
Well, you got VIP status, so anytime you want to come through, the crew wants to come through, you can come through at any time.
Thank you so much for having us here. I want to ask you a couple questions though, like when it comes to the music industry, how long have you been in the game? I've heard you've been in here for a minute.
A minute, an hour, a day, a year. I've been in it professionally about 15 years, but I've been in the music business for about, I'd say 22 years.
Wow, before, you were telling me before the rap game even existed.
Yeah. And when I was in high school in '86, which I'm dating myself now, there wasn't rap music. It was just rock and roll, country. It was all genres that you see today except rap music.
Wow. So
when rap music came on the scene, it wasn't even rap music. It was actually just bass music. That's really what it was. So whenever you heard somebody beating down the block, people used to run out of their houses, run out of the school. I mean, you could literally hear a car drive up, and people would just run out to see something. I mean, bass was, that kick, that 808 kick was infectious.
So what made you want to make your first beat? Like, how old were you when you wanted to do that?
Well, as I said before, I really got into it in '86 when I believe it might have been the first time I heard NWA and 2 Live Crew, which was like, hey, you can't let anybody hear this, but listen. And I heard some of the lewdness. And at that time, because you're being rebellious, it's like, yeah, I want that. They're saying things that I'm not supposed to want. Seems like at that age, you want everything you're not supposed to have. So NWA and 2 Live Crew talked about subjects that, back then were just, might as well have been rated X.
Yeah.
So
compared to now, it was nothing.
Yeah, compared to now, it's like, oh, that.
What do you feel about the music today? On the radio, because we can't really talk about the underground music because people that are watching that don't get to hear your underground music and my underground version of the music. Like the radio music today, what's your idea about it?
Well, ultimately, the radio is a business. It's a music business. And because it's a music business, you have products, you have manufacturers, you have distributors, you have all that business part of it. Mm-hmm. The music element, the passion element, if we're going to talk about that, I would say that it's suffering a little bit simply because you have so many businesses, so many corporations that want to get their message across. Let's say there's a Mountain Dew wants to do a rap commercial. Obviously they're going to do it in a certain scene, they're going to do it with certain people, with a certain thing that's going on, so therefore they get their product more out there. So that's the same thing with radio. All these advertisers on there are saying to these program directors, I need for your business to reflect this because this is my business. So what do I really think about the business and the music? It's just a business. And that's probably the reason why you don't hear a Payne hit radio single, because I never actually focused on the actual corporate business as much as I focused on our culture.
The true love for the music.
Exactly, the passion, and trying to get us to be recognized that we are real music. We're not just some funny thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Some little...
Like a machine that just keeps on rolling.
Yeah. So
honestly.
Hey, it's a business.
It is a business.
And there's criteria.
I always say making music is beautiful, but the business of it is kind of like, man, it's
Business is ugly. Unless you're doing good, then you love the business.
Yeah, but even the top performers out there, I'm sure when it comes to the business side of it, that's what I mean, the true performers, true entertainers, true talent out there, when they get a taste of the music, I mean, what do you think, what's their reality? What do you think what hits them?
No. Every top artist that I've ever talked to that's at that upper level or that higher echelon or however you want to term it, like they've made it.
Yeah.
You know, I never understood when they said it's lonely at the top because you think fans, money, all this stuff. But it's lonely because nobody really talks to you for who you are, or what you want, or what your dreams are, or anything like that. It's all about business and how can I get something from you. So it's hard to trust people.
Anybody, right?
You know, so you always kind of stay standoffish to so many different people to the point where, because everybody knows you're a business, sometimes you just want to put that business to the side and go fishing, shoot pool. You just want to hang out. You don't want to worry about the music. And being lonely at the top just simply means that I can no longer hang out like I used to. I have a business. You know, I have to run this business. It has to open and close.
You have to have an image. You have to be that type of person that everybody builds you up to be.
Exactly. But there's people that are born to do that. They're just born characters. And that's what they love to do, and that's what they do.
For you, when it comes to your, making your beats, what's your favorite? What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about the beat is that well, it's not a favorite thing. It would be more of a love thing. Because I like adding instruments that create emotions. Like, music is one of the very few things on the planet that when you hear something, it brings you back to a time, a place, a smell, a word, an instant, an emotion. You can hear a song and all of a sudden you'll say, man, remember when we heard that song? My abuelita or something, or my grandfather, I remember when we went to Cap, or remember when we went to spring break. Man, that song brings back so many. I mean, you can almost smell cooking when you hear songs.
Yeah.
It's one of those few things that certain notes can cause you to have goosebumps.
Reminds you of a person, reminds you of a thing.
Yeah, or make you cry.
Right.
It could remind you of a sad situation. But that for me, that's my favorite part. Is trying to get that emotion out of people to where, they feel inspired by it. So I think that's the reason why I never get a radio hit. Because I'm trying to inspire our culture.
Trying to keep the music alive in the streets.
And our belief that we can do this together and not separate.
You've worked with SPM, aka Carlos Coy. How was that?
Well, there's two South Park Mexicans, and two Carlos Coys that a lot of people don't know. One before, one after. What I mean before is one before he was incarcerated, and the one after he was incarcerated. So it's a big change for a lot of people to go through.
So you still work with him?
So I still work with him before and after.
Nice.
He's evolved into a great leader.